what we were trying to do in later seasons of the show was still utilize a group of people who worked at the restaurant, and we've never deviated from that, but we were trying to incorporate two generations at once. And I think that was the challenge. That didn't work. And that led to things like, Jax's beach day mutiny, right? And trying to get everyone not to go because that was initiated by the new group.
Right.
And therefore, Jax thought that was invalid. And by the way, who wants to drive all the way out to Santa Monica on a Friday afternoon? I get it, right? Except Scheana. Yeah. Geographically desirable for you.
Right.
So that's different.
We've talked about this, obviously.
Yeah.
I think that in the middle seasons, there started to become this debate, this conversation between us and the network is, what is Vanderpump Rules about?
Yeah.
Is it about a staff at a restaurant, or is it about a group of friends? Mm-hmm. And so I think that season 8 was kind of the attempt to all right, well, to kind of answer the question, right? Like, so we had these other people that were working there.
We weren't answering the question. That was my biggest problem, was that I thought our answer was just yes, right? That it's about both. And I think you kind of had to make a choice.
I think that it proved it in the end, that it was like, and this is what I always truly believed, is that at the core, Vanderpump Rules is about this friend group. Mm-hmm. And, the restaurant was an amazing workplace and brought you guys together.
It was our peach pit.
It was your peach pit. And it's iconic, and it will, and the show never, I don't think would have worked.
Are you calling Lisa
without,
Nat?
The show wouldn't have worked without Sir.
Totally.
I think from at the beginning.
Yeah.
But once, the viewers got to know you guys enough, you guys evolved and eventually cycled out of the restaurant. I always felt that the show could continue with you guys as a group of friends. Mm-hmm. And obviously Sir's still a part of it, and Tom and Pump, R.I.P. Yeah. But I think that season 8 sort of showed us that the friend group was the defining factor, even more so than the restaurant was.
Well,
totally.
Then let me ask you, at this point, it seems like we're at a pretty existential point for the show. How does it continue now? Because the friend group is strained, and without getting into developments this season, right? But still, and there's a natural lifespan to any friend group and to any television show. Like, where do you think the show goes from here? Does it go from here?
It's a tough question because, the scandal, the affair, however you want to refer to it, it really did fracture the group. And, in season 11, we are attempting to pick up the pieces, sort of seeing where everyone ends up and what the relations are. But it's certainly possible that he did so much damage to the group that it doesn't go on. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. What do you think? Look, you guys are still interesting and fascinating in your lives. Yeah. I would love to keep telling the stories of your lives, but I don't think that personally, Tom and Ariana are ever going to get to a place where they're going on vacation together and being in a friend group together. I don't see that from Ariana, at least. I think Tom would probably be okay with that.
Would.
But Ariana won't. She remains pretty unchanged in her stance towards him since the affair came out.
Yeah, it is, an ensemble cast. It's not just Tom and Ariana, but I feel like this season that we just filmed, it was trying to figure that out for me personally, trying to see, do I just stay Team Ariana and say F Tom forever? Do I try and work towards a path of forgiveness for me personally? Do I try to be his friend again? Is that me being disloyal to her? And it was this whole inner struggle all season long where I'm like, I have things that I need to work through so I can sleep at night, so I can be a present mother. And it was so hard, and I don't know that Ariana will ever understand how hard this was on me personally. Because yes, it didn't happen to me. I wasn't cheated on, but there was a lot that he did do personally to me. And I'm someone who always tries to work towards a path of forgiveness because that's just who I am. And so it has been such a struggle to try and stay loyal while working on putting myself first.
And it's an ongoing struggle, obviously, right?
Clearly.
I mean, which BravoCon highlights.
Yeah. Outside of Ariana, I feel like I was the person next mostly directed by all of this, but I'm not allowed to feel anything because it's not about me, because it's only about her. And so me struggling with how can I tell my story while still keeping it about her, because it's not about me, but it kind of is about me. And just that whole struggle where it's like I always put everyone else first. And I feel like this is the first season where I'm like, I have to do what's best for me first, and hopefully everyone understands. And I'm still figuring out what that is.
What that means.
But I mean, I lost weight after the scandal. I was in court after the scandal. I was fighting rumors online about my own husband after the scandal. I mean, it really did a number on me that I don't think a lot of people realize.
Head over to bravotv.com/podcast to catch us clearing up some of the biggest reality TV production rumors and having a little fun along the way.